Hey Brawlers, and welcome to my review of episode 7 of Armored Alliance. I'm Haru Ren. Last review, we gave the episode a Bakugear in the middle, but more important are your ratings. Most of you said that it was slightly better with Bakugood, and a lot of you thought it was perfect with Bakutastic. So let's review episode 7 of Armored Alliance, and spoiler warning, if you haven't seen this episode yet, go back and watch it now, but if you have, sit back, relax, and enjoy my review of Armored Alliance episode 7. The first part is called Nice to Meet You, Bakugan. The episode starts with Emily returning. She shows up at Dan's school to challenge Dan to a brawl.
Dan, I'm declaring war on you!
Okay, this is too adorable.
Hey, Emily! You can just throw your Bakugan, you know!
I know that, but throwing them just seems so mean to me.
Okay, we already got a sense of what Emily is like, especially since we've barely seen much of Emily in the last season. Emily is very sweet and innocent that seems like she's trying a little too hard to act tough. It really is a far long way from that sick damsel in distress in the last season, and I think it's a really good step for Emily to go into evolving her character. Actually, to be honest,
Please don't be so cruel to my poor little Bakugan!
You know what Emily reminds me of? Emmy from Vanguard, Aichi's sister. They both have this idea where, for some reason, they don't want pretend creatures to get hurt. It's pretty cute. So Emily says she doesn't want Webam to battle, which causes Webam to go berserk. Since Bakugan are born to battle, Webam's lack of battling is causing it to stress out. The entire time Drago is worried about hurting Emily because she's too sweet and innocent to even battle, but Dan convinces Drago to just shoot Webam and she'll be fine. The episode ends with Emily returning to battle Dan again, and she finally understands Bakugan battling and they battle non-stop. Gotta say, Emily's voice actress nails her sound, but my only pet peeve, and it really is a small pet peeve, is some of her dialogue sounds a little robotic.
I'm not sick anymore. Thank you for all you did for me. It's for my sweet Webam's sake! Great! I can't wait. Let's go!
But a majority of the time when the drama and action gets more and more intense, she actually puts on a pretty decent performance. But regardless, glad Emily is getting the much needed screen time. In the end, there wasn't really much to talk about in this part. Reintroduces us to Emily, Bakugan goes wild, go stop it, the end. The next part is called Magnus. Oh boy, here we go! Did he just murder that guy? Emily reveals that Magnus is traveling around a lot but don't know what he's actually doing. Then we get to the real story. Magnus is living a solitary life, seemingly depressed that he can't use Bakugan anymore. So what I'm guessing now, this is a redemption story for Magnus's character. When Magnus returns to the beach, he finds out someone took the kid's Bakugan and is using it to rob a bank. So now we find out Magnus has become Batman and it goes to hunt down the one who stole the kid's Bakugan. Okay, I'm getting tired of this. The kid's name is Matt. And it turns out the devices used to control Bakugan are being sold in black markets illegally. And hey look, that guy is staying safe from COVID-19. Wear a mask when you go out, kids, especially if you're dealing with Bakugan controlling devices. Magnus shows up to stop the deal wearing a watch device that he hides under bandages. Yeah.
I've heard rumors about a brawler who stops crimes involving Bakugan.
Yep, he's Batman. But he doesn't want that to stop him from doing what he loves, and clearly his true purpose for being Batman is not just redeeming himself, but also find what's next in his life. See, here's the difference between Magnus and Batman. Batman always had that sense of justice within him, and has always wanted to do good, but his parents' death was what catapulted him to want to become a crime fighter. Magnus never had that. Magnus never had parents, he only ever had Emily, but he always had honor within him, but all of his choices in his life were completely wrong, and that's what kind of makes him a redemption story. He just wants to atone for his sins. So I don't know if it's really fair to make that comparison with Batman and Magnus. They're still the same kind of character, just their stories are a little bit different and off. I also like how they make Darkus Nillious seem like some mythical boogeyman story to add to how absolutely badass Nillious is. I'm going to miss those propeller-driven wings though. Nillious gets Bakugear and triple kills the criminal's Bakugan, then Kravitz shows up to arrest the criminals but lets Magnus go. Oh, come on! I've been joking about the Batman comparison. Kravitz has become Commissioner Gordon? Magnus returns the Pyrus Pandox to Matt and continues his redemption story, and then the episode ends. So that was episode 7 of Armored Alliance. Let me know what your rating of the show is in the comments down below. This was an episode I really enjoyed a lot. The return of Emily and the reintroduction to her character, as well as the Magnus story, definitely met my expectations. Magnus' story definitely expanded past the first season. In fact, I would argue that Julius' performance improved since the last season. It's quite the change to see a more talkative side of Emily, as well as a dark hero side of Magnus this season, but after this episode, all I can say is, please give me more of this. I can't wait to see what's next for these two, and I can't wait to just sit back and enjoy the ride of how Magnus and Dan will eventually cross paths again. This episode of Armored Alliance deserved the highest score, Bakutastic. Thank you for watching this review of Armored Alliance. Be sure to press the like button and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren, and that was Bakugan. Bye!